Hello and welcome. Today's training we will do on the compensation plan. What I want to do is I want to kind of go over both ends of our business, if you will, the back end, what we call the unilevel, as well as the fast start. It's important to understand the purpose for the two pieces to our overall compensation plan. What we call the front end, the fast start portion of it, is designed so that people can make some really good money, whether they're part-time, full-time, depending on their efforts and their energies and what they put into the business, allows them to earn some very good money so that in the very beginning they have the funds to support their business and do the things that they need to do. Now, it's also predicated on we're active, we're building a business. I mean, if let's be real here, if we're not doing anything, nothing's going to happen. But if you and your team are developing a business, and whether it's fast or slow, your compensation plan will be accordingly. Then the back end, what we call the unilevel side, is designed to be the residual income. That is what you'll hear me refer to as our exit strategy, and that's what we're building to. Those funds that'll be there month in, month out, whether you work or don't work. I mean, that's what true residual income is. So I'm going to go over both ends of these for you, and we'll go through this so that you can get kind of an explanation on exactly what we're talking about. Now, we know that as our people get started, you know, they have to. It's the $99, the annual, or the $99 business license, and then on that is a $39 annual renewal. Now, this piece right here, we're not compensated on. It's not part of the compensation plan, and it can't be legally, by the way. So this just gets us into the business, allows us to start building a business. Then we select one of the two packages, either the team member package at $495 or the PPA package at $2475. Now, I want to remind you of a couple of things. Right now, both of these packages with both international and national VIP memberships are available. When DubLi.com, the new look comes out, the international will go away, and then it will strictly be national on a global basis. And so if those who have any international VIP memberships, the company will exchange those out for you automatically to the nationals. It's 2 to 1. And then if you happen to have an odd number towards the end there, if you have one left, they'll still give you a full national voucher for the one international that you have. So it'll be a good deal that way. Nobody loses anything. So and in these with the vouchers now, you get actually 6 of the vouchers, because you get 5 plus 1. Now, here's the thing, on the PPA package, the same thing. The international pieces are going to go away, the mix will go away, and it will strictly be the national. And of course, the national also comes with 30 now. It's 25 plus the 5 free. And then you have and of course on the PPA package is inclusive of the $99 fee that you pay. It's inclusive of the certification training for the partner program, which is $995. You get all of the materials, including the splash pages, landing pages for the consumer side of the business. So it's up to each individual business associate what they select. $495, $2475, whatever fits their business plan, and that's the key, their business plan. And so once they made that selection, then we go through the process of building our business. Now, I want to show this particular organizational chart first for the business, and this applies to the back end, because your rank does also determine some of your income on the fast start. Now, we know that the team member is an individual who starts with a $495. If they start with a PPA package, they're technically at the same earnings as a team leader. But I want to take you through this for a moment. It's the team member. You build a team leader. You build from team leader to team coordinator, sales director, vice president, senior vice president. We also know that each one of these positions from team member up has 5% assigned to their position, and it's cumulative, and it's what I call a differential. So, and I'm going to go through this in the back end. This slide here I put here because we're going to go through the fast start first, and then I'll explain the generation overrides as well. So the fast start works this way. We're going to build, you're going to enroll 5 people, 10 people, whatever you want to enroll, but for the fast start side of our business, regardless of the number that you've enrolled, they're going to go into 2 teams. We're using the binary for part of our fast start. So you're going to have a right team and a left team. So if you had 10, they're going to go into two teams. It could be 5 on one side, 5 on the other. It could be 3 and 7. It's however you determine it as you start building your business, and you have the flexibility in your back office to determine which side you enroll somebody before you actually put them in the business. Now we're going to go through the bonuses. We're going to go through the qualifications, the requirements, all those types of things. Again, this is the piece where you can make some really good money. Now the team member package is the $499 plus $495, and the $495 is the commissionable side. The $99 is not. The $24.75 is fully commissionable. As we all know, the bonus points are gone. They don't exist anymore. This is an older slide. And so, but again, like I said at the beginning, I wanted to go through this with you so you understand how our compensation plan works, especially for a lot of our new people who've just joined us, because that's where I'm getting a lot of the phone calls from and the emails. Now, if you personally enroll someone and they start at the $495, first thing off the top, you enroll them, you get a 10% fast start bonus, what we call a pure fast start bonus. That's $49.50. If you enroll them at the $24.75, 10% of that is $247.50. So this is piece number one. And then you will also have the commissional value, that CSV stands for commissional sales volume. That will go into the binary side. So here's 10% off the top, and as you enroll your first two, you become both what we call qualified or active and qualified. You're active when you buy your package, but you haven't started building your business to earn the fast start, because you've got to have at least enroll 2 people, one on the right, one on the left, on the binary side, fast start side, to be able to start earning the binary income. You will earn the 10% fast start even on the first one. You don't lose anything. Once you get your second one enrolled, then you start also earning on the binary side, and you also then will bank any volume. That's very important to know. So you become active and qualified. So you got to have your 2 people, and again, especially for our new people, it's something for them to understand very quickly. So when you get started, hit that slide. When you get started, you want to move as quickly as you can with those first 2 people so that you can lock everything down. Then once you've got your 2 in, then you start developing your cycle bonuses. And the payout, what the company has set up as the trigger mechanism to generate a cycle is $400. It's $400 out of the $495. And that's what we call the commissionable sales volume. So if you sponsor 1 on the right, 1 on the left, you're active, qualified, and we pay out 10%. And for the sake of this training, I'm going to use some terminology that we don't use when we're doing a business presentation, because we don't want to confuse things, but this is a training for you to understand, is that the 10% is based on the weak side volume. And by that is the next slide or 2 will show you. But in this case, you got 4 on the right, 4 on the left. You got two team members, $495. So 10% of 400 is $40. That's your commission. And by the way, that's the cycle. That's what you earn for each cycle. And then the 95 will be carried forwards. Now here's a couple of more examples. So now you've got 2 on the left, 2 on the right, if you're looking at the one on the left-hand side. So that's 800, so it's equal. And that's basically 2 cycles. If you divide it out, so that's $80 on your commission. Now the one on the right here shows you 3 cycles, same scenario. 100, it's 1,200, because you take 400 times 3 is 1,200 in the volume. And so 10% of 1,200 is $120. And this is as if it was even. And so that means you have 0 left on each side because you've used it. Well, actually 0 left. You're going to have $95 times 3 on each side, because it's the carryover, and $95 times 2 on the scenario there on the left, because that will carry forward. You won't lose it. Now here's how it gives you a little bit better of examples. On the left-hand side, the number that there will generate $6,435 in volume. That's what this number right here represents. Now this group over here represents $15,345 in volume. Now remember, it's $400 that triggers the cycle. This is going to be the smaller number right here. So you're going to divide 400 into that to see how many cycles you get. And it's 16 cycles. That's where this comes from. So if you did the math, it will come out to $6,400. There's $6,435 here, so $35 will be carried forwards. And from this number, $6,400 will be subtracted, and the balance will also carry forwards. So you're going to earn 10% of $6,400, or you're going to earn $640. It's really simple once you kind of grasp the way that that works. Now, before I talk about spillover, I want to talk about one thing here. This is kind of an important concept to grasp, because the binary portion of our business is, I refer to it as an overlay. We're not a binary compensation company. You know, our whole strength is going to be in the back, in the unilevel, because that's the residual income. This is designed so that our people can make some quick money. Even if somebody's part-time, and I really want you to grasp this, and I want you to pass this on to your people, even those that are working part-time. If they're part-time, as long as they're active, and that's the key, active. You know, they're sponsoring a couple of people a month maybe, and I'm not talking about a builder, I'm not talking about somebody who's going to go out there and put in massive numbers. I'm talking about somebody that's got a job, they're working, you know, 20, 30 hours a week, but they're serious about some residual income, they're serious about building a business that someplace down the road, they might be able to make a decision, financial decision, to make a change, if that's what they want to do. It may not be. But if they stay with their group and stay active, so that at least everybody's doing something every week, what it means is over time, this income is going to grow significantly. You know, it's that old adage, you know, what would you like, $1 million or a penny doubled every day for 30 days? Well, we know how that goes out. It's the penny doubled every day. You got a penny, you got 2 cents, you got 4 cents, 8, 16, 32. The same thing's going to happen here. Over time, the numbers in your group are going to get to a point that the income can become very, very handsome. And that's important, because our part-time people can make some really good money up front while they're letting the back end of their business mature and grow as well. Now, the spillover, and this is an advantage also about using a binary as a fast start portion, because it's not just what you do. It's also what whoever enrolled you and whoever enrolled them, you know, your upline, if you will, is, again, key here, active. Everybody's active, everybody's building a little bit, is they're also going to be helping to put some people into the group so that you have a financial reward for it. And so this is what we call a spillover. So if this is the person that enrolled you, and they put somebody brand new in the business, and it's on the community leg, it happens to be on this side, and that's what this is called, the community leg. This is your personal leg. This is one where you're building. Then these people down here, you have no clue who they are, and which is fine with you, because you're going to get paid on what they do and all the production that they do moving forwards on the binary for the fast start side. So that is also an advantage in terms of using this binary for that quick money up front. Another piece that DubLi has added, which really incentivizes us to build our business productively, is they will also give us a 10% matching bonus on the binary check of our personally enrolled. So you can enroll 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, but remember, they end up in one of two teams, right side, left side. But whatever their check is from their own binary fast start income, and I'm talking about only the binary, only the cycle earnings. If their check is $500, you get 10% of $500, that's $50. If you got 10 of them, that's $500. If their check over time is $1,000, 10% of 1,000 is $100. You got 10 of them, it's $1,000. So there's the ability also to make some nice money off of the success, and that's the key, folks. Our earnings is based on the success of our people, not on their failures, on their success. And that's why it's important that we always do everything we can do to make sure that our people have the tools, the support, the help, the guidance that they need to be successful, because this is a true win-win for all of us. So this is the matching bonus side. And for builders, and you know, there are some builders out there that on the cycle bonuses, they're going to be making $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 and $10,000 a month, or I mean a week or more. Take 10% of that. Let's just say that it's somebody part-time, and in their business, they happen to have met somebody that had an experience in network marketing, and they enrolled them, and they went out and built an army. And let's say they were making, let's say they're making $1,000 or $10,000 a week. Well, if you enroll them, you get 10% of 10,000. That's $1,000 a week because you happen to have enrolled that person that's going to go out there and build a strong business. It rewards people for their efforts, and it rewards people for maintaining contacts. Because in the direct sales network marketing industry, it is about the relationships that we have with people, and that is also key. The other thing that's part of the Fast Start bonus is what we call the generation matching bonus. Now you've got the personally enrolled, that's this column right here, and you get 10%. And by the way, you get 10% if you personally enroll them regardless of their rank. That's also very important to note, and I would write a note down on that, make a note of it, so that you've got that to refer to. But here's the other piece. As you build your business and you start moving through the ranks, and let's say the first position you hit is team leader. That's why I showed you that slide at the beginning on the positions. You're a team leader. Then you're going to get 10% on any of your personally enrolled, which we all do. Then you're also going to get a 10% on the first generation of team leaders in your group. Now this is what we call off the personal genealogy. It won't be inclusive of any spillover. It's on whoever you enrolled and whoever they enrolled and whoever they enrolled, that type of thing. And I'm going to explain to you how that works and how important it is here in a second. So you're going to get 10% on one generation, team leaders. If you're a team coordinator, you get your 10% on your personal enrolled, but you're going to get 2 generations of 10% on team coordinators. Now they could also be higher rank. It could be, let's say you had somebody you enrolled and they took off running and they were a sales director. Well, a sales director will still count as a team coordinator to you, and you're going to get 10% on that generation of them. Or vice president, doesn't matter. Now once you make sales director, you still get your 10% on your personally enrolled. You get 10% on your first generation of sales directors or higher, 10% on your second generation of sales directors or higher, 5% on your third generation. Now vice presidents, senior vice presidents, same 10% personally enrolled, they get 4 generations, 2 of 10s and 2 of 5s. Here's what that means. That's why this is so important. So this is a team leader generation. And this is off of your, what we call your personal genealogy. In other words, you enrolled somebody who enrolled somebody who enrolled somebody. It's not the spillover. So this is, let's say this is you. This is somebody you personally enrolled, and they're a team member. And this is a team member. And this is a team member. And this person is a team member, but this person became a team leader. This is your first generation. So you're going to get 10% on all of these people and this person. So you get paid through your first generations. Now, there could be another 3 or 4 people below that are team members, and then the one below that is a team leader. That starts your second generation, so you're going to get paid up until that person. It could be 3 people, 1 person, 20 people. Just don't know. That's why this is really strong, because it's about generations, not levels. Now here's an example of the team coordinators. Team coordinator now picks up 2 generations. So same scenario here. This right here could be a team member. This could be a team leader. This could be a team leader. Here's your first team coordinator. And then here's a team leader, a team leader, a team leader, a team leader, team coordinator. And then down here could be a team member, and another team coordinator. You don't get paid on the third team coordinator, but you get paid through. So again, this could be 10, 15 levels. Here's the sales director. Sales director gets paid through 3 generations. Same scenario. Sales directors are above, and this applies, by the way, for the vice presidents, senior vice presidents as well. So you're going to get paid on all of these people to the first sales director, all of these people to the second sales director, all of these people to the third sales director, all of their people to the 4th sales director. That could be 20, 30, 40 levels deep, who knows. Vice presidents and senior vice presidents pick up 4 generations. So this is exactly the same scenario. All of these people in between, the first and the second. And by the way, for the vice presidents, senior vice presidents, a sales director counts as a generation. So it's sales directors and above. So all these people between that and this is the first sales director. and these people are lower ranked, so this is going to be the second, could be a sales director, could be a vice president, could be a senior vice president. And then you go to more, again, however many numbers here, for this is just a representation of two people. It could be 50, it could be 100. And so here's the third, here's the fourth. And so maybe if you, let's say you're 2, 3 years down the road, and this actually represents 300, 400, 500 people. Who knows? Now you're talking about some very nice income on the fast start portion of the business. And so this is what you do when you're building your business. That's why it's important to stay active. That's why it's important to make sure your people are successful. You're encouraging your people. You're helping them. That's why it's important that we as a group, we as a team, work together as a team. No one does this on their own. Nobody does it by themselves. Now, let's talk about the back end. You just saw the front end. You just saw how quickly some money can be earned as you build your business. This is the residual income. Now, you're going to earn your earnings, on DubLi.com personally off of your customers, personal customers. And then on DubLi Network, this is going to be where you earn your earnings on your team and their customers. Sales on the personal side, personal customers, you've seen this before. You're going to get paid 25%, and when the new DubLi.com rolls out, it's going to be 20, 25, or 30%. You've seen the slides. This is again, I've combined a couple of the PowerPoints for the old training so that I can do this. 20, 25, or 30, and it's let's just say because of this example, you personally enroll these people. And then let's say this is a brother who enrolled his brother, who's a customer now, lives in Texas, and enrolled his sister who's in Vermont, who had a friend that lives in Germany, who has a friend of hers that lives in Japan. All of these people are treated as personal to you. So, and you're the business associate. So you're going to earn 20, 25, or 30% on every commissionable transaction they generate anywhere in the world. And that could be literally thousands of customers globally. And over time it will be. Over time it will be. Now on the business building side, this is where significant residual income will come from. As you build your business, you will earn an additional between 5 and 27.5% on your organizational business. And it works this way. Team member, once you get past the fast start, because remember, the first purchase a business associate earns goes into the fast start. Anything after that goes into the unilevel side, goes into this. So as a team member, you're entitled to 5%. So you earn 5% on every transaction after that. As you build your business, as you know, you enroll 3 people who are at least team members. You get promoted to team leader. And as a team leader, you're entitled to a cumulative now of 10%. So again, after you get past that first purchase that a team member or that a business associate makes getting into the business, every purchase and every transaction they generate after that goes here. You're at 10%, they're at 5%, because that's what they're entitled to at their rank. So, and interesting enough, and this is something most people miss, you personally enroll these people. So they're earning their commissions off of their own transactions, in other words, their own purchases and their personal customers, and that's either the 20, 25, or 30%. On your personally enrolled, you're going to earn the full 10%. Most people don't realize that, full 10%. But now on this person who they enrolled, they earn what they're entitled, which is 5%. You earn the differential. 10% minus 5 is 5%, so you're going to earn 5% on everything going on over here. And then if you enroll a brand new one, and again, they get past that first purchase, you earn 10% on this one, and then the differential will work as they continue to grow. Then to go to team coordinator, you help those 3 that were originally team members become team leaders. 3 who get 3, so you're team leader or team coordinator, and you're now at 15% accumulative total. And again, even though these are team leaders, on their personal purchases and their personal customers, you're at full 15%. Now, here's somebody that this team leader enrolled. This team leader is entitled to 10. So this person's going to be entitled to 5. They're going to earn what they're entitled to. If it's a personal enrolled, they're going to earn 10% on this one. You earn the differential, 15 minus 10, you earn 5%. Again, on everything going on over here. And the numbers are growing. Remember that. Numbers are growing. On that personally enrolled that you will put in place, You earn 15% after that first purchase, and as they start to build their business, if they have somebody that comes in over here as a team, as a business associate, they earn 5% on that. You earn the differential, or 10%. And then when they become a team leader, you'll earn 5%. When they help those team leaders become team coordinators, and this is why it's a team sport, if you will, then they're entitled to what they're entitled to at 15%. You're entitled to your 20% because you pick up another 5. So now you're earning 20% on all of their personal transactions and their customers. And then they earn the differential, so they're at 15. The team members that are building their team will get 5. They earn 10. You earn the difference between a sales director at 20 minus 15, so you earn again 5%. But now the numbers are getting much bigger. So the percentage may stay the same, but your earnings are increasing because there's more numbers. And then on your personally enrolled, again, once you get past that first purchase, you're earning the full 20% on your personally enrolled, and you're going to earn the differential between them and you. 20 minus 5 is 15 on what they're building. They become a team leader. They're going to be at 10. You'll earn 10% on what they're building as it moves forwards. That's why this is so strong. And you can have as many teams as you want. When you make vice president, it changes here a little bit. So now you pick up another 5%, so you're entitled to 25. The sales director is entitled to 20. So on your personal enrolled, now in this scenario, this particular slide shows this person, and this person personally enrolled. So you'll earn the differential, or you're going to earn, I should say, the full 25% on them. You will earn the differential between them and when they enroll people. So if they're entitled to 20, you're entitled to 25, you're at 5%, and again, the numbers are getting much, much greater. But these others do not need to be personally enrolled for your advancement. They could be 5, 6, 7 levels down, but in a separate leg, separate sales team, so they count for your promotion to vice president. And so you can have as many teams as you want. You can run, and it can run who knows how deep it'll run. So when you look at this on a generation basic, you could be paid 20, 30 levels down in a given organization, and another organization could be 10, 15 levels. It just depends, and that's why you pay real close attention to your business as you're building it to see where your organization is growing. Now, the top position is the senior vice president, and today we've only got 3 of them globally. And so they pick up another 2.5%, so they're at 27.5. So the same scenario, the vice president are entitled to 25. The senior vice presidents will earn the differential, 2.5%. But now you got to remember, we're talking about vice president organizations that are massive, because most vice presidents generally have a minimum of a couple of thousand people in them, minimum. Many organizations have 3 and 4 and 5 and 10,000 or more. And so you're talking about significant numbers. So even at 2.5%, when you're talking about those kinds of numbers, senior vice presidents can make a very handsome, and I mean a very handsome, comma kind of money, residually, and this is paid through the back end of our business. So it's very significant, and that's why DubLi has the best of both worlds. We have the ability to have our people make some very good money up front, while they're letting the back end of this business mature and grow, because once this matures and grow, what I call your financial number, your exit strategy number, you pick it, 10,000 a month, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever it is. When you go into your back office and you can see in your between your personal customers' earnings and your organizational customers' earnings, when that number is 100% funded, you're done. Because remember now, on the retail side of the business, the customers have no clue that there is an opportunity involved. And the company never promotes the opportunity, because these are customers. They're doing what they do because it brings value to them and their families. And that's why when you look at this compensation plan, and you look at what we just went through on the fast start portion of it, whether you're part-time or full-time, now you have a better understanding of how you can make some really good money getting started. Now, again, if you're a builder and you're putting in numbers, I mean, that income can be astronomical. We have had people within their first 30, 60 days at the $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month range getting their business started because they can move big numbers really quick. And at the same time, we've had part-time people who come in at the $495, and within their first 6 weeks, 7 weeks in the business, they've made back the money they started their business with, and they're earning an extra couple $300 a week or whatever it happens to be. But again, the key, the real key, is an active business. In other words, somebody, the team, you guys are doing something. If everybody is doing nothing, 100% of zero is zero. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward in the math. And so that's why I wanted to take the time today to go through this compensation plan. I want everybody to understand the significance of it. You know, what the company has done is they've endeavored to put together a compensation plan that rewards activity, that rewards performance, that rewards support. You know, in other words, you don't have to be the one doing the training, but you need to be plugged in enough to know where to send your people. Where's the training? Who's doing the training? What's available? Now, you know, all of us go through a learning curve. You know, like any job, any business, there's a learning curve that everybody's got to go through. Based on the time, the energy, and the effort you put into your business, that learning curve can be shortened. And there are lots of trainings, lots of webinars taking place. Now, those that I do one webinar a week. It's Wednesday nights, and this is the business presentation portion. It's Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. That's posted in the DubLi Network back office because that's an authorized. It's an authorized presentation because I use only the slides presented by the company. And then I do trainings every Saturday at 10 o'clock Pacific time. And those are also posted in the back office. It's also posted in World Team Marketing. You know, I always make sure that everybody is aware of it there, which is the site that, you know, the team site that I use for everybody globally. And I've got a lot of the leadership from around the world all plugged in there. In fact, if you go there, you'll see things from Thomas Schmidt, one of our senior vice presidents from Europe, and people out of Russia, people out of Asia. So I mean, because as the master distributor, everybody's part of the team, and I want to support everybody, and I make that available for all the leadership to be able to promote their people, also to be able to talk about the business and to make aware of what's going on. So as I said at the beginning, now give me about 5 seconds of silence for a moment.